What's up everyone, Graz back here with another video. And today we're going to look at my top 10 choice for Wii U games. So this is really hard to choose, and the other thing as well, it was really hard to put them in order from 1 to 10, actually from 10 to 1. I'm going to go backwards this time, showing you my least favorite all the way to my favorite. It was really hard to do, but what I want you guys to understand right away is that the games that I'm going to show you, any of them are fantastic. So any of these games on the Wii U are fantastic and you can't go wrong. So again, this is just my personal choice, and at the end, I'll also give some honorable mentions. So let's remove the controller and let's start with number 10. So number 10 is Splatoon. And what was interesting about Splatoon is that it was a new IP, so a new intellectual property that came out by Nintendo. So Nintendo, Miyamoto-san, which was the creator of Mario and Donkey Kong and Zelda, created this new IP. So Splatoon, the way it works is actually a shooter. So I'll look on the back side. You control a little man. It's a little squid man, and what happens is that you're able to do like some 4-on-4 online play multiplayer, and it's, I would say, like a shooting game but with paint. So it's a shooting game with paint with little characters, which makes the game really fun. I play a lot with my son, and it's an amazing game. You can see as well on the box art. So a new IP. So the nice part about this game is that they actually did come out with a Splatoon 2 that is now available on the Switch due to the highly successful Splatoon 1. It is rated 10 plus, but apart from that, guys, it is a great game. So this one is my number 10. Number 9, Pikmin 3. So again, Pikmin 3, another IP that was created by Miyamoto-san, the same creator like I just mentioned. So Pikmin 3, you control these three little guys. I'll just show you guys the box art as well on the backside. And it's an interesting game. It's a strategy game from Nintendo. So you control these little alien guys who crash land on a planet, and you take control of these Pikmins. So there's different types of Pikmins. You know, there's either the red Pikmin, there's a blue one, there's the yellow one, there's a pink one, and there's also a rock Pikmin. And what's nice about it is that each individual Pikmin actually does something specific. So one might be used to attack, the other one might be used, let's say the rock Pikmin is to break hard objects like glass or diamond. So every Pikmin does a specific thing. And what you're doing is traversing, you crash land on this planet and you're traversing through that planet, and you meet these Pikmins and you use them to help you survive the day, collecting food and stuff like that. So really interesting game. What I love about the Wii U version is that you're able to use the gamepad. So you're able to use that second screen as well on the Wii U. You have the availability to use as well the Wiimote to play the game, which makes it really nice, and the nunchuck. So great game. This is my number 9, Pikmin 3. Great game. Next one, my number 8 choice is Yoshi's Woolly World. This is probably one of the cutest games I've ever played. So it's taking, Yoshi's World, but having more of a yarn spin to it. So everything has a yarn texture. Amazing game. You can play up to 2 people multiplayer. So it's like a platformer, but with so many cool mechanics. The games and the levels actually are super varied and amazing fun. So I played through this entire game, and it's a blast. Honestly, it's a blast. So there was another one that was introduced on that came out on the Switch, which was Yoshi's Crafted World, which follows a little bit in the footsteps of Yoshi's Woolly World. So this one was amazing. I love this game. Next one, Toad Treasure Tracker. So this one was really interesting because Toad Treasure Tracker came out of nowhere. If you guys played Super Mario 3D World, you're gonna notice that there was a lot of every world had a sort of a Toad Treasure Tracker spin-off. So you play Toad, and the game actually you play in these like block levels, and you have to solve different puzzles by maneuvering your controller, getting different types of angles to eventually find the star in every level. So it's super intuitive. The graphics are beautiful. Again, it follows the same art style as Super Mario 3D World. You get to play as Toad, and again, there's so many levels. I believe, if I remember correctly, there's like three different worlds, and then there's actually they pay homage to Super Mario 3D World. So great game, I love it. So that's the next one on my list, and a really nice surprise as well. So Toad Treasure Tracker. The next one, Super Smash Brothers for Wii U. This game is amazing. Just with, I'm not going to explain to you guys, but you guys know that this game is just so popular. Everybody likes and loves the Smash Brother franchise. This is the first time that I actually got into it. The biggest takeaway for me is obviously just the amount of characters. I mean, they have Little Mac who's in it. They have Mega Man. They have Sonic. They have Mega Man. They got Pac-Man. So just the types of players that are involved and who are in the roster are just fantastic. Great game. It's one of the only games that runs at 1080p, 60 frames per second. So the graphics are awesome. You guys can also see Toon Link is in this one as well. So it's your standard battle royale. And the nice thing about this specific game is that you can go up to 8 players fighting at once, which makes it really hectic and lots of fun. So beautiful game, plays amazing, runs amazing, and it's lots of fun. It's lots of fun. So highly recommended, guys, if you've never played Super Smash Brothers, to take a look on it. And again, the Wii U version is its first installment that came out with HD graphics. So awesome game. My next choice is Super Mario Maker. So the reason why I love Super Mario Maker is, one, you're able to pretty much craft your own levels using exactly the different types of tool sets that a standard video game maker can have. And they made it so accessible and easy to use, especially using the gamepad. So using the gamepad, you're actually able to control and decide how to design your game. So it makes it really, really easy using the Wii U gamepad. And what's nice about this is that you're able to look at different styles. So you can make up to 4 different type of style games. The first one obviously being from the original Super Mario Brothers franchise, so using those types of graphics. The other one is using more the Super Mario 3 types of graphics. The next one is using Super Mario World type of environment and graphics. And the last one, which was really nice as well, is Super Mario Brothers U, which was their first HD game that came out for Mario Brothers on the Wii U. So you have up to 4 different styles and choices of how you want your environments and how you want your graphics to look. On my end, I don't have a lot of time to actually create. So what I prefer to do is just play, and that means playing other people's levels. You're able to search online and look at different types of ratings and play different types of levels. And each level is going to have as well scores and times that people like beat that level. So it's really nice. There's a nice leaderboards that is there. So in this specific case, you can play, create, and then just share. If you're not the type to create and share, you can just play the game. There's a bunch of levels that are just included inside as well. So that's an awesome one. Highly recommended, Super Mario Maker. This game again became so popular that a second game, Super Mario Maker 2, did come out on the Nintendo Switch. So highly recommend this one. The next one. Wow. So Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. What can I say about this game? I think this is probably the hardest platformer I've ever played. I must have died at least 100 times. But the makers of this game, I think personally, this is probably one of the most beautiful games on the Nintendo Wii U. It is so well done. The art style, the game design, the level design, the boss battles are probably some of the best I've ever played. And so you can actually play up to four characters. You got Cranky. Of course, you got Donkey Kong. You got Diddy Kong, and you have yeah, that's it. I forgot what the girl was called, but you can choose up to four characters to play it. Everybody has a different ability, and what's happened is that I don't want to spoil it, but let's say Donkey Kong's I would say island gets taken over by ice, and then you got to battle through all the different types of levels and worlds to come back pretty much and take back the world. So amazing game. Like I said, the only thing is it's a tough one, guys. So if you think you're a platforming master, I would highly recommend to try this game. It takes a lot of patience, but if probably the biggest thing I can recommend for people who play this game is to take your time. It's not that type of game that you're just rushing from left to right. As a platformer, there are a lot of treasures to find. There are tons of hidden rooms. So it's an amazing game. Highly recommended. I mean, this is my number four, right? So this is my number four game. Amazing. And this game is so good that, I mean, they ported it over to the Nintendo Switch. So Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. So, which leads us to the top three. So, my number three game is Super Mario 3D World. Wow, 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 and wow. This has to be the best 3D multiplayer, not multiplayer, yeah, multiplayer, not online, but 3D multiplayer platformer. So, you can play up to four people. It is so much fun. The level design is amazing. The variety, the graphics, the game runs amazing. And if you play with two, three, four people, so this game was actually designed to be played with multiple people. It's amazing. It is amazing. Oh, you guys can see that it's missing because it's actually inside my console right now. But it's such a fantastic game. Again, there's a bunch of different worlds. There's different types of cat suit. Like, yeah, actually, there's a cat suit that you can use, but it runs amazing. So anybody who has a Nintendo Wii U, this is a must play. Great, 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 fantastic game, and I don't mind every now and then to just pop it back in my system and play it. Number two, maybe you guys are not surprised. Mario Kart 8. Wow, this is the first time that Mario Kart introduced a anti-gravity mode. So sometimes, depending on the level that you're riding in, if you're gonna go upside down, it creates these anti-gravity tires that lets you suspend in air. It is amazing. Not only is it amazing, the choice of characters and the amount of levels. So I bought both DLCs. The DLCs did end up coming out a little bit later, but I have the full DLC on it, which I believe if you buy the deluxe version on the Nintendo Switch, it will all come with it. So great game, plays amazing. The multiplayer is so much fun, so much fun. There are a lot of really good people out there who know how to play Mario Kart, obviously for bragging rights, but I mean, this game has been around forever, and it's insane how they're still able to, how do you say, keep the franchise fresh. And Mario Kart 8 is a must own if you have this. Again, this game is so good that they decided to come out with a port on the Nintendo Switch with actually no differences in the game. So this is amazing, a must play. Which leads me to my number one. And my number one game on the Wii U and probably on the Switch, even though I don't own a Switch, is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I put in over 200 hours in this game. This is the first time, well, I wouldn't say the first time, the original Legend of Zelda game mechanic was based on an open world, but this is really, in modern time, the first time that they decided to go a different route with The Legend of Zelda. This is a complete open world. They actually say that the size of the island, the size of the world, is actually the size of the Kyoto. So Kyoto, Japan, is an actual city in obviously in Japan. So geographically, apparently, the size of the map is the same size as Kyoto, the city of Kyoto. This game is amazing. It plays amazing. The graphics are beautiful. The storyline. It's the first time that Nintendo actually had voice actors. Yes, but of course, Link doesn't speak, but everybody else speaks, but Link doesn't speak. So it's the first time that Nintendo brought in voice actors inside the Legend of Zelda franchise. It is, I can't even explain how good this game is. So, like I said, guys, I poured in over 200 hours. It's about, I don't know the timeline, but it's about, you call it Calamity Ganon. So, Ganon goes to war with Hyrule. You pretty much almost die. Zelda freezes you for about 100 years. And then after that 100 years, you awake and you try to find out exactly what happened, start to gain powers, get more powerful. You meet what's called the champions, which I'm not going to get into. Just tons of videos you can see online of the game, but it is just amazing. So by far, this is probably my best game. Unfortunately, I haven't come back to playing it anymore, just because I feel like I put too much time into this game. But in 2020, there are still people who are pouring tons of hours. The game mechanics, the game physics are some of the best I've ever seen. How realistic some stuff are, things that you're not sure are going to work actually do. So the game mechanics and physics are just amazing. So that's it, guys. There it is. Honorable mentions. 2 honorable mentions is right here. You got Super Mario Brothers Wii U, and you also have Paper Mario Color Splash. These are 2 really good games. They didn't make the top 10. Some others were just so much better. But again, these 2 games are also amazing. So Super Mario Brothers U and Paper Mario Color Splash. Great games as well. So that's it, guys. Back to the number 1. That's it for today, guys. As always, like, subscribe, leave some comments. And as always, have yourself a great day. Have yourself a great night and stay safe out there. Peace.